Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, Hawkeye Women's Basketball is on the air. Presented by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, delivering the funds the university needs to drive academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Also brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Alliant Energy. See how Alliant Energy is building a strong, resilient energy future today and for generations to come. Learn more at alliantenergy.com/powering beyond. Explore Minnesota. Discover the star of the North. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. And by Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. This is the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative pregame show, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Here's Rob Brooks and former Hawkeye Catherine Reynolds.
Well, it doesn't seem all that long ago that we were in Norman, Oklahoma. The second round of the NCAA tournament. The Sooners won that game to finish the Hawkeyes season, but a successful one it was at 23-11 and 10-8 in the Big Ten Conference, and really got on a roll toward the end of the season, and everybody was looking forward to this season as the Hawkeyes hope to pick off right where they left off at the end of last year. Of course, Jan Jensen now coming into her second campaign as head coach, 26th overall here at the University of Iowa. And it's exhibition basketball from Carver Hawkeye Arena tonight as the Hawkeyes will take on Ashland University, a outstanding Division II program out of Ashland, Ohio, as the Eagles last season were 32-4. But certainly all eyes on the black and gold tonight. And Iowa did lose quite a bit of production, namely Lucy Olson and also Sydney Fulter. Lucy Olson, of course, averaged almost 18 points a game last year, shot 36% from three, had a terrific season in the WNBA. Sydney Fulter, it was just as steady as they come her entire career. That's an 8.5 points per game production loss, but maybe more important, 7.8 at the rebounding end. And she now is on the University of Iowa staff, so it's great that she can stay in Iowa City. But the reason Iowa is ranked in the top 25 to start the season, 21 by way of the AP, is that the Hawks do have some contributions coming back, namely Hannah Stuelke, second leading scorer for the Hawkeyes, averaging 12.7 a season ago and 7.7 rebounds, and coming off a second team All Big Ten season, first team preseason All Big Ten this year. Of course, Naismith watch list preseason, which means she'd be in the top 45 players in the country. And then Taylor McCabe comes back for her senior season, the sharpshooter from Nebraska. Kylie Feuerbach, her sixth season, has really shown some great things from her. Consistency will be a key this year. And then Ava Hayden, who really came on at the end of the season, especially in that Big Ten tournament, and then against Murray State in the NCAA tournament. She'll get the start at the 5 spot and hoping to have an outstanding sophomore campaign. Then you got Taylor Stremlow and Tegan Mullaney. And then you add the super freshman and Addie Deal, a top 25 player in the country, a McDonald's All-American. And then the two transfers in Chichet Wright from Georgia Tech, true point guard. And then Emily Rodriguez, a 6-foot sophomore that will come off the bench, a transfer after 1 year at Central Florida. So it's going to be a lot of fun tonight to see who starts, what the rotation is. And of course, it'll all get start for real on Monday as the Hawkeyes will host Southern. But for tonight, the final exhibition, Iowa and the Eagles of Ashland University. Catherine Reynolds will be along as she had a chance to catch up with Abby Stamp, Iowa's assistant coach, been around the block here in Iowa City, 17 years to kind of get an update on the Hawkeyes. And then I sat down with Jan Jensen, our typical pregame talk, to get ready for tonight's contest. So glad that you could join us. The crowd should be pretty sizable tonight. It won't be sold out, but the season is sold out for the third consecutive year, and we certainly look forward to that. More pregame coming up from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Hi, Hawk fans. Coach Kirk Ferentz here. For 40 years, our players have proudly worn the ANF logo to honor the hardworking farmers who keep this country growing. With fewer farmers working the land, their challenges are bigger, but their commitment never wavers. The Iowa Hawkeyes and the Iowa Farm Bureau are proud to stand with these dedicated families who feed and fuel our nation. Thanks for celebrating 40 years of America Needs Farmers. Let's keep standing strong for the people who keep us going strong. To learn more, visit americaneedsfarmers.org.
Iowa fans, with US Mode from US Cellular, you can keep your eye on the game, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, US Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Hawkeye fans. That means at game time, you should do less scrolling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to US Mode, because game day is for cheering on the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! US Cellular, built for us.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Here with Coach Abby Stamp before exhibition game number 1, rolling it out for the 2025-2026 season. So, Coach, can you just walk us through your new roster with 5 new players, 2 new assistant coaches, and then your 9 returners?
Yeah, well, and it's great. You say new. To us, it feels like they've been around a long time, and we have, because we've been practicing, obviously, since about June 15th. So we are more than excited to get out and get against Ashland here today and really have a chance to test and see what we've got. But like you said, a few of the new folks, certainly we have 3 freshmen that, you know, everybody's really excited to get to see, and that starts with Addie Deal coming in from California, obviously a highly ranked prospect, and she's been just doing a great job for us, making really good strides, you know, each day. Freshmen, sometimes the hardest thing is to get that consistency moving forward and not have the ups and downs and dips. And, you know, I would say kind of as the brunt of October started, it was, a situation where Addie kind of, if you felt maybe a little overwhelmed with everything, but over the last couple of weeks, she's really made some good strides for us. And people can expect to see, a good 3-point shooter out of Addie, and she can take it to the rim and finish as well.
Hey, talk about some of your transfers. You know, we've got Chit Chat Wright from Georgia Tech, Emily Rodriguez, and then a few other, let's see. No, that's your 2 transfers, Ab. So let's talk a little about them.
Yeah, definitely. We'll come back to those other 2 freshmen as well. But Chit Chat, obviously coming in from Georgia Tech, was a pretty versatile little guard, shifty, quick point guard for them last year. And she's been great for us so far. She really pushes the pace. This team, obviously, you're going to see with our, Ava and Hannah, we really, really want to run the floor. That's going to be a big advantage for us against a lot of teams. And Chit Chat has done a great job of making us push that pace. She passes the ball really well. You can expect to see 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 assists. We'll see what we can rack up in that area, but we got to get her a little more aggressive, looking to score the ball as well. And she's just going to be a fun player to watch for everybody. And Emily as well. Emily is really versatile in how she can score the basketball, who she can score against, really has great size. Just trying to get her to continue to get up to speed with our system and a little bit of the physicality that comes along with Big Ten basketball.
Right, and like you said, going back to the other two freshmen, rounding out your freshman class, which has 3 top 100 recruits. You got Journey Houston from, the state of Iowa, close by, and then Layla Hayes all the way from Alaska.
Yeah, and Layla is an Iowa Hawkeye center for sure. She's finding her way all the time, but she is really starting to perfect some of those post moves, working down there to really get positioned so that she can make it easy, take no dribbles, and look like an Iowa Hawkeye center. So it's been fun to see her progress, and she'll definitely get to, have some minutes going in behind Ava Hayden and help back her up. Journey as well, pretty versatile in what she can do, who she can guard. She runs the floor really well for us too, and she's just making good strides. And these freshmen are just learning that there's a lot that goes into being able to play at this level. Certainly, your condition, your physicality, your preparation, all those type of things. So we're just going to stay with them and make sure they're, making strides in that area all season long. And I think we'll see some things out of each of them.
So knowing tonight doesn't technically count for your record, but definitely you still want to have a good showing. What are the areas that you are locked in on, you and the coaches, for this evening to see where you need to improve and what you expect out of this Ashland team?
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, we always want to be under Coach Jay. We always want to be fast-paced and high-scoring, and we're going to be looking to do that with high-percentage shots before they get their defense set, and then within the offense too. Really working on that offensive efficiency, moving the ball, and finding great shots out there. We'd like to be balanced scoring. I think we have a really good chance to be that again this year. We have a number of different weapons and ways we can do that. And then on the defensive end of the floor, certainly we want to keep people, really contain the paint. Have good help side. We've had a really good emphasis on that over the years. Try to limit their paint points and definitely have to come up with those defensive rebounds if we want to get things going on the other end.
All right, well, perfect. Thanks for the recap of the new squad, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Catherine.
Abby Stamp with Catherine Reynolds before Iowa and Ashland. Jan Jensen on deck. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Craving something sweet? Step into the flavor of a good old-fashioned bake sale, Quick-Star style. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our premium donuts. Choose from Quick-Star's fluffy Long Johns, rich Persians, classic Bismarcks, or ring donuts. So delicious, just like the ones at your hometown bake sale. Do you remember those fresh, oven-baked cookies your grandma used to make? So good. Well, the Quickery's got them. Our cookies are just like the ones from back in the day. Let's head straight to the bake sale, only at Quick-Star. Treat yourself today.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, AFLOS, and Community Choice Credit Union. In football, champions execute flawless strategies. Your company's health plan should too. AFLOS offers crystal clear costs, intelligent provider networks, same-day appointments, and embedded pharmacy savings. Help your team thrive. Discover your playbook at aflos.health.
Whether they roll the dough or pour the joe, bake the bread or greet instead, your team goes the extra mile, and they deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. For plans that cover businesses of all sizes, Delta Dental customizes. With employer costs as low as $0, you can offer benefits and be a hero. Affordable coverage is a click away. Visit deltadentalia.com today.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Well, Jan, how different is it right about this time last year? I'm sure there's some differences.
Yeah, there is. It's nice knowing kind of what to expect. It's not overconfidence. It's just nice knowing that you're a little bit more comfortable. You know what that feeling is going to be like. So I do enjoy not having quite the emotion this year as I did last year.
Coming into a game like this, You've had a closed scrimmage, so got the officials and everything up and down. What really is the key to get out of a game like this in front of a crowd against a good Division II team?
Yeah, I think we're all so ready to play someone else. I think we always have been, but for some reason this particular year, I just think we're done playing our male practice squad. We're done playing each other. That I think it'll be good just to see how we're reacting with people who don't know our tendencies, right? Now, you can scout all you want, 2-3 games into the Big Ten season, but when someone has been playing against you since June, I mean, they just kind of know everything about you. So I think tonight what I'm really looking forward to is just seeing how, especially our young players, really respond. What I really want our, fans to really, pay attention to is just to let these people be freshmen and to let them grow up and mature. There's a lot to love. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot to be hype-filled about. But at the end of the day, I think when you think about the first year on your job, whether you've done it 1 year or 30 years or 3 years, that first year is a learning curve. So we're going through a lot of those things. I think you're going to see a lot of different development at different stages throughout this whole year. But the steps of that development, they all start tonight.
At this point in time, do you have a rotation? Do you have a solid 5 heading into the season?
Yeah, I think, right now, I do think this could change. But I feel like you really... you tend to lean on in years where you're more younger than you're older on your senior leadership because they've been there. They've handled those role changes. They've handled the stressors of not understanding what the coach is saying, all the things. And now when they're seniors, they're so seasoned. So we're going to be starting our veterans for the most part. Hannah will start at the 4. Kylie Turbach will be at the 3. Taylor McCabe will be at the 2. Obviously, I think most fans, Ava Hayden is going to start at the 1 or 5. 5. She's had a really nice summer and picked up where she left off in that Big Ten tournament. And then the point guard was a little bit, Addie Deal can play point guard. She can do that in a great way, and she can play off the ball. Chit Chat Wright is a true point coming in as a sophomore, but they're both learning and growing. But Chit Chat will get the start because what I like about that is that Addie Deal, she can play a 1, 2, or the 3. So she's going to be that combo that can come off the bench, at least right now, and, be really serviceable. And she's got a great IQ, and, she's just really, I think, made some great jumps over the last, 10 days.
Back with more with Jan Jensen on the pregame show after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Trade for the best. Honda's, the most awarded brand in car driver 10 best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0.99% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0.99% APR on a new Honda like a 2025 Ridgeline. Visit your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 11/3/25.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Yeah, that was my next question, talking about some of the players that Hawkeye fans haven't seen. You talked about Addie. How about the two transfers?
Yeah, they've done a nice job. Chit Chat Wright is so funny. Her name's Chit Chat, but it's for the opposite. She's quiet. And we just got to get her playing a little bit louder. But she's just a fun player. I think I've seen some steps of her freedom. She's playing with a little bit more, just a little more confidence, which will be good. But I think she's just scratching the surface, quite honestly. She just wants to do good, right? She wants to please. She wants to make sure that she doesn't mess anything up. And sometimes when a player really wants to, please and do everything right, you kind of get a little robotic, and you just don't. She's not using that quickness or that IQ that she has. And I've seen that the last 3 or 4 days, so that's been great. And then Emily Rodriguez is our guard out of Central Florida, originally the Dominican Republic. And in time, I think she could be really good. She had a little bit of a hip issue, coming in, trying to get her in better and better shape, understanding this system. She's got a different challenges because she came from the DR, 3 short years ago, and then, played at Central Florida for a year. And, just our system is just so much different in what those expectations are in every realm. But I've been proud of her. She's understanding now. She gets what she's got to do. And she's just a great kid. It's just, getting into that full immersion of, in shape and lifting and running and understanding. At Central Florida, she didn't have anybody around her. Now we have people around her to be able, to know when to take her shots and when to make the plays. So after she got a little bit healthier, I'm seeing some really great strides there.
Well, great to see you, and this is going to be a fun ride. Let's go get season number 2 here in the head chair.
Let's go do it. And just thanks to our great fans. I mean, can you believe we sold out again? Man, yeah. So blessed. And I tell you, our players feel it. They're so pumped, and we can't get ready. We can't wait to get ready to roll.
Smiles everywhere, right?
That's right. Go Hawks.
Jan Jensen on the pregame show, back with more from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Spot on, nice fish. Nice walleye. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Minnesota Gold right there.
This is the first restaurant in the world that strictly is decolonized menu. All right, let's try this too.
Oh man, that's good. So earthy and mushroomy.
Where's the seals?
It looks like the ocean.
It's not that cold. It is that wet though.
What will your Minnesota travel story be? Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
I think we've just scratched the surface.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
It's time for our shoot-around with Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen, presented by Oak Knoll. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City, a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Here's Rob Brooks and Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen.
And appreciate Oak Knoll once again sponsoring our pregame talk with Jan Jensen. Time for the starting lineups presented by Melrose Meadows. Tired of cooking, cleaning, or just being alone? Check out Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community. With underground parking, a heated pool, and endless opportunities to stay fit and social. Learn more. Visit melrosemeadows.com. The Eagles of Ashland under Kerry Pickens, their 13th season there, and also played there, 32-4 last year. Ashley Mullett, a 5'5 sophomore from Berlin, Ohio, will be joined by Caitlin Harabedian, a 6-foot junior. Gina Castellanova, a 5'8 junior, and Jenna Bodley, a 5'7 graduate student out of Oak Lawn, Illinois, and Jenna Slates, a 6-foot freshman from Hartville, Ohio. The Hawkeyes will counter with Taylor McCabe, Anna Stalkey at the 4. Ava Hayden gets the call at center, 6'4 sophomore. Kylie Fierbach, a 6-foot graduate student, averaged 6.7 a season ago, and the Georgia Tech transfer Chit Chat Wright at the point. Keys to the game, the tip next. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Ever wonder where to find the best cinnamon rolls in Iowa? The Eat Shop's recipe has been passed down for nearly 100 years. From Great Aunt Mary Ann's 1930s restaurant to our ovens today. This holiday season, share a taste of Iowa tradition. Our famous cinnamon rolls, sticky pecan rolls, and small batch kolaches baked fresh every morning. Pre-order your holiday pies and pastries now at theeatshop.com or visit us in Solon, Uptown Marion, or at the University of Iowa campus cafes. Worth every bite. Hawkeye fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Big Ten Rentals, and Tomlinson Cannon. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty for all your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
Iowa fans, with US Mode from US Cellular, you can keep your eye on the game, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, US Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Hawkeye fans. That means at game time, you should do less scrolling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to US Mode, because game day is for cheering on the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! US Cellular, built for us.
It's time for our shoot-around with Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen, presented by Oak Knoll. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City, a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Here's Rob Brooks and Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen.
Just before tip, Iowa and Ashland, the final tune-up before The regular season starts on Monday. Time for Catherine's Keys to a Hawkeye victory, sponsored by Explore Minnesota. Visit exploreminnesota.com to learn about all the fall festivals, award-winning dining, tax-free shopping, and outdoor activities. Your Star of the North adventure awaits. Well, we'll see some adventures this year.
We absolutely will, and quite an introduction, Rob. Happy to be here next to you again.
Glad to have you back.
Another season of hoops, but yeah, keys for the game. I think it starts with defense for Iowa tonight. In your exhibition game, you're really not sure exactly what your offense is going to look like. You've been in practice, but it's the first time against a fresh opponent. So rely on your energy and effort on the defensive end, and especially in transition, which is where Ashland likes to get a lot of their buckets. Secondly, it's playing with confidence. You know, Iowa knows that 3 of their top 4 scorers from last year are not in this lineup anymore, so there's lots of change. And so seeing under the lights tonight, the playing with confidence is key for that. And lastly, transition offense. Set the pace of this basketball game, set that tone early, and show Ashland how Iowa wants to dictate this basketball game.
Hannah Stalkey will jump. Ava Hayden right behind her on the Tiger Hawk. Arabedian, 6-foot junior, jumps with her. The ball is loose after Stalkey wins the tap. Both teams get on the floor at midcourt, and we're tied up again. And they're going to jump it again. Nobody gained possession of the basketball. Stalkey certainly has the height advantage, wins the tap this time. Right to the point guard, Chit-Chat Wright, as she brings it across the timeline. Hawkeyes start with the basketball. Stalkey on the right wing, drives toward the baseline, loses control of the basketball, and it's dug up by Ashland. The Eagles coming right to left in front of us. They like to push the ball too. This is a team that has had tons of success at the Division II level, but lost many of their top players from a season ago. And a drive-in layup by Lexi Howe down the right side of the lane, and the Eagles take a 2-0 advantage. The Hawkeyes quickly into the front court. Chit-Chat Wright, top of the key, 2 dribbles, drops it off for Ava Hayden, going toward the basket. Right-handed layup is good. We're tied at 2.
Ava Hayden's as good as any post and pick and roll action. Look to see a lot of that from Chit-Chat Wright and Ava Hayden.
Terrific footwork, no hesitation as Ashland gets into the paint. Slates turns, fires up a mid-range jumper, no good. Hayden with the board. Gets it to McCabe, right, inside Stalkey. Great ball movement by the Hawkeyes. Hannah Stalkey couldn't get it to go, but is fouled. And I know, Catherine, that's a point of emphasis heading into this year. Finish with contact.
Absolutely it is. It's a theme from last year. At the end of every season, this coaching staff sits for hours and looks at all the areas where they can improve, even if it's only by a little bit, going into the next season. And finishing through contact is a theme that especially the Iowa Post last year struggled a little bit with. So certainly finishing with contact. But on a bright side, that transition we just saw is exactly how Iowa wants to push. There were hardly any dribbles. There were 2 passes and then a layup attempt by Stalkey.
And Hannah knocks down the first free throw. What a great job she did at the free throw line last year. This one's short. She's 1 out of 2. And the rebound taken down by the Eagles. Arabedian picked up that foul. And she's on the move down the right side of the lane, gets to the block, goes up, partially blocked by Stalkey. And then Hayden gets the rebound and is tied up with Jenna Slates, a 6-foot freshman. That's a tie-up. And the possession arrow will stay with the Eagles. Get it in to Howe on the left wing. She drives baseline, and then Feuerbach was beat, but blocked it from behind. Ball is loose, and Kylie picks it up. 3-2 Hawkeyes with the basketball early going. Chit-Chat Wright, hesitation dribble on the right side. Drops it off for Feuerbach, top of the key, drives down the right side of the paint. Bounce pass to Hayden. It's intercepted, and we're going to get another jump ball as Lexi Howe was on the floor. So it will stay with the Hawkeyes. Have it along the baseline.
Yeah, Feuerbach had a head of steam and actually had the rim, and just almost an overpass led to that tie-up.
Inside to Hayden off the inbounds play. McCabe, the pass from the top of the key, and the versatile Ava Hayden gets her second basket.
And she is just so quick with the basketball. Catch and has a decisive move, drop step, and finishes well with the left hand.
5-2 Hawkeyes. Ashland with the basketball, and here is an attempted steal by Kylie Fierbach. Knocked it out of bounds near the timeline. Well, we've seen her do that a few times.
Such a strength of Kylie's. Has to lead the Big Ten in deflections. Obviously not a recorded stat, but man, she gets her hands out in those passing lanes and is extremely disruptive for the opposing offense.
43 steals a season ago. Have a line shift here for Ashland. As Davidson with the basketball gets into the paint with only 2 seconds left to go on the shot clock, and she turned and threw it away. And it will be Iowa basketball. Castellanova into the game, a 5'8" junior, good shooter. Hawks with a 3-point advantage and the basketball right. Gets it to Stolke around the arc, inside Hayden. Little jump hook shot, no good from the middle of the lane, but gets her own rebound. Then tried to get it to Stolke, and it's batted away by Kyra Hill into the game. Ashland into the front court, working it around the perimeter. Now the dribble drive penetration shot is up and no good by Davidson. Blocked by the Hawkeyes and the rebound. Iowa by 3 with the ball. Right, bounce pass to Stolke. Back to right, cutting toward the basket. Layup good off the window with the left hand. A beautiful give and go.
Exactly, executed to perfection. And the first points for Chit Chat Wright in an Iowa uniform. I think this Iowa crowd is very much going to enjoy watching her play.
Good quickness, definitely a pass-first point guard, but can score if needed. Lob pass intended for Kyra Hill, a 6'3" redshirt freshman. Too strong and goes out of bounds along the baseline, and Addie Deal on the court. The freshman, 18th ranked in the country, coming out of high school, McDonald's All-American.
And you know this fan base, that's the kind of education. They all are cheering up on their feet when Addie entered the game. They know who this freshman is.
And she almost received a pass. Ball was loose. Hayden got it. Back to Fierbach. Drives down the right side of the lane. Strong move. Finishes off the window.
Well, and these fans know what to expect out of Kylie Fierbach here in her 6th season of college basketball, and really respect her decision to return. She's having fun playing.
How could she not?
Yeah, a great question with a simple answer. She had to. So here she is, and such a good, solid leadership and senior presence for this team.
Hawks by 7. Bounce pass into Fierbach. Shot too strong off the window in the paint. Ball goes out of bounds. Touch last by Ava Hayden. So it'll be Ashland basketball. 6:16 left to go in the first. Iowa by 7. Lopez, point guard duties for Ashland, brings it left side with a left-hand dribble. Now Vermillion drives down the right side of the lane, and a nice one-on-one move high off the window. She gets her first basket.
Nice set play from Ashland there. They cleared out the entire right side of the defense in order to isolate Stolke on the drive.
And just like that, the Hawkeyes answer quickly with another Ava Hayden basket. Layup is good. Three-pointer Vermillion is also good from straight away. She's a shooter. Inside, ball batted around and laid up and in by Addie Deal. She stayed with it, got her own rebound, and finished.
Some nerves on the first one, I think, Rob, but she gathered her own rebound and finished it strong on the left side.
Well, that's why you play an exhibition game, to have a player play in front of a large crowd. Here's a midcourt steal by Wright. Layup good with the right hand off the window. Chit Chat Wright with 4. Hawkeyes go up 15-7.
Great defense from Chat. She saw the pass coming across the lane at the top of the key, jumped the passing lane perfectly, and finishes in transition.
5:11 left to go in quarter number 1. We've got timeout on the court. Iowa 15, Ashland 7. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Trade for the best. Honda's, the most awarded brand in car driver 10 best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0.99% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0.99% APR on a new Honda like a 2025 Ridgeline. Visit your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 11/3/25.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
5:11 left to go in the first quarter. Iowa 15 and Ashland 7. Don't forget that here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. It gives our livestock, nourishes our family, and provides homegrown, clean-burning, unleaded 88 for our vehicles. Pump it up with unleaded 88. Go to iowacorn.org to learn more. Well, Catherine, you talked about that fast break. That's how Iowa wants to play, and they have been explosive in that area of the game so far. And 5 players have already scored.
Well, you heard Abby in the pregame say that that's what they want, is to be a balanced scoring team. And that's what's the hardest thing to guard ultimately, is where you don't know where the scoring is going to come from. And as far as transition goes, it's especially impressive because Ashland is not crashing the boards at all. They are getting back immediately. So Iowa continue on that transition push.
Taylor Stremlow seeing her first action. Ashland with the basketball, tried to get it to the high post area, picked off by Stolke and lost control of the ball, and that's going to be a double dribble about 15 feet away. Iowa leads 15-7, and Emily Rodriguez, transfer from University of Central Florida, in the black and gold, out on the court for the first time.
Yeah, I've had a couple of chances to come to practice and watch Iowa, and Emily Rodriguez is just a basketball player. She can get things done, she can score, and like they said, it's just a matter of her getting comfortable in Iowa's system.
Howe comes off a screen, top of the key, and races down the right side. Quick move, and is fouled on the right-handed layup attempt. Layla Hayes also into the game and commits her first foul. 6'5" freshman from Alaska. Getting some important moments here. And the free throw is good by Howe. She has 3, and it's 15-8. 4:46 left to go in the opening quarter. Second one in the air, rolls in. Deal. Capable of playing the point guard, brings it across the timeline. Stolke works it to Rodriguez, left side, now back to Stolke. Works in the paint, goes strong to the rim. Right-handed layup off the window, good.
Strong finish, and Iowa knows they have an advantage in the post against this very much undersized Ashland team.
Yeah, really nobody over 6'6" for the Eagles. Drop it inside to Slates. Tries to make a move against Hayes, goes up and under. Can't finish in the paint. Hayes gets the rebound. Hawks get it down into the front court quickly. Here's Deal driving left baseline and a whistle. And traveling will be called on Addie Deal. They slid that pivot foot as she picked the basketball up.
Got a little deeper than she meant to in the lane and then wasn't really sure where she wanted to pass it to. Shuffled the feet.
Nice move to get away from Stremlow by Mullet, and her 13-foot pull-up jumper is good for her first basket.
Yeah, Mullet, one of the returners for Ashland. That was one of their leading scorers back in their lineup this year.
And the Hawks get it into the paint. And Stolke, turnaround shot in front of the iron is good. She has 5. It's 19-11 Hawkeyes. Three-pointer in the air, no good by Harabedian. Hawks get the rebound. Push it into the front court. Deal, free throw line extended left. Gets it to Stalkey. Also on the left wing. Now back out to Rodriguez. Drives left baseline. Shot, window, good.
And that's kind of what I mean, Rob. Emily just has a knack for scoring the basketball. Puts her head down and gets to the rim. Doesn't really care if anybody's in her way.
No hesitation from that left wing to drive baseline, and the short jumper was good. Bodily fakes a three-pointer, gets in a little closer, shot no good. Stalkey the rebound. 21-11 Iowa, we're under 3 first quarter. Rodriguez top of the key, tries to turn the corner, drives down the left side, outside of the paint, short jumper no good. Off the left side of the rim, goes out of bounds, over to the Eagles. 5 in, 5 off for Ashland University.
It's not a subbing thing that you see a lot in the Big Ten, so it's difficult defensively to adjust to, and all of a sudden you're locating, who am I guarding? It's an entirely new set. If you're not paying attention, you lose your matchup pretty quickly.
Right back in there at the point, awaits Lopez as she brings it into the front court. Iowa on top, 21-11. Hands it off for Davidson, top of the key. Now Lopez left wing. Wright almost took it away from her. Now here's Mullet, drives down the right side of the lane. Shot blocked by Stremlo, gets it back from Hayden. Stremlo, top of the key in between the circles. Feeds it in the corner. Rodriguez, 3, all net.
She was all by herself in that right corner, and again, the Iowa transition, scoring early buckets.
And she is looking to score every time she touches the basketball, which is great to have off the bench. Traveling the call on Ashland. Iowa basketball on top, 24-11.
Yeah, you look at Iowa's returners and who didn't return, as you mentioned in the pregame, Rob, Lucy Olson, Addison O'Grady, and Sydney Falter, all responsible for a lot of points last year, so you have to make those up somewhere, and it's good to see someone come off the bench with no inhibitions.
Right on the right side of the court, Rodriguez top of the key. Nice pass inside to Hayden. She turned, had it knocked away by Hill. Ashland into the front court. A driving Vermillion had it blocked away, but then she gets her own rebound, puts it up and in on the left side. Tegan Mullaney into the game and goes down on the left wing. Hopefully she's okay. Gets up slowly as a foul will be called on Ashland. That'll go against Kyra Hill. So Tegan Mullaney will come to the sideline. And that'll get Journey Houston, a 5'11 freshman from Davenport North High School, into the game.
Journey Houston, a member of that All-Iowa Attack AAU program that Iowa has so much success recruiting from, and highly touted recruit out of Davenport.
Hawks get it in, 24-13 the advantage. Here's Wright on the left side, kind of zigzag dribble toward the basket, then kicks it back out to Rodriguez. Gets it from Emily, three-pointer right, no good. Didn't hit anything from the left wing. Rebound to Ashland. They bring it into the front court. 1:25 left to go. Here's Davidson, tried to make a move, then gets a pass out front to Lopez. Keeps that right-handed dribble going to the right side. Hands it off for Castellanova, and a whistle on the right side of the court.
And not a lot doing there on that possession for Ashland. Lots of kind of almost a dribble weave, looking for people to cut. Nothing presenting itself, and that's credit to Iowa's defense.
Just kind of working their way around the three-point arc. After the ball was tapped out of bounds, they get it inbounds. Lopez dribbles between her legs, gets into the paint. Shot from 14, no. One-handed rebound taken down by Hayden. Hawks get it into the front court. Under a minute left to go in the first. 24-13. 15-foot jumper straight away, no good. Rodriguez. Rebound taken down by Hill. Ashland quickly into the front court. Lopez searches for that basket and drives the paint and is knocked to the ground, and a pushing foul will be called on Chitched Wright. Feuerbach comes back for the Hawkeyes. 5 on, 5 off for the Ashland Eagles. So obviously that's what they're going to do, at least here for the first quarter. Mullet gets the ball in between the circles, drives down the left side of the lane, and beats right to the basket for an easy left-handed layup.
Really quick first step for Ashley Mullet. Got herself right down the lane on the right side.
And then right back at it. The layup hangs on the left side of the rim, drops for Ava Hayden.
The best response you can have when a team gets an easy bucket like that is to push it right back at them and score quickly, like Iowa has done pretty much the entire course of this first quarter.
At will for sure. 26-15. Hawkeyes on top. Ashland with the basketball with 17 seconds left to go. Here's a move down the right side of the lane by Howe. Too strong off the window. Hayden the rebound. Right one-handed pass to McCabe for three. No good off the left side of the iron from the left wing. Ashland gets the rebound to end the first quarter. Well, really good pace to this one for the first 10 minutes. The Hawkeyes wanting to get up and down, and Ashland willing to keep that pace as well. At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting of Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. We'll head to the second quarter. Iowa 26, Ashland 15. Final exhibition of the year for the Hawkeyes. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides the direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Welcome back courtside. Carver Hawkeye Arena. Rob Brooks, Catherine Reynolds. Thanks so much for joining us along the Hawkeye Radio Network, our flagship stations WMT in Cedar Rapids, 1040 WHO in Des Moines, also the Iowa Hawkeyes YouTube channel and the Varsity Network. Home opener, season opener Monday. Iowa and Southern will be on the air at 6 o'clock. 6:30, the tip. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, no matter where you are in the state. Changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. Hawkeyes shot 60% in the first 10.
Never going to be mad about that. The high shooting percentage and doing a great job with their transition offense.
Ashland will have the opening possession of the second quarter. Mullet three, left wing no. Weak side board pulled down by Jenna Slates. Out rebounded the Hawkeyes in the paint. And a Ava Hayden foul, her first. That's the team's first, obviously, in the second quarter, with the Hawkeyes up 26-15.
It's actually where Ava gets a lot of fouls, is going aggressively for rebounds. So it's something she has to watch this year.
Mullet gets the pass off the inbounds, drives the paint, and then drops it off for Harabedian. And she tried to make a move, lost control of the basketball, and it goes out of bounds right in front of the Hawkeye bench. It'll be Iowa basketball. Taylor McCabe, Wright, Stalkey, Hayes, and Kylie Feuerbach, the 5. Wright brings it across the timeline, dribbling with the left hand. Lob pass to Hayes, just outside the paint on the right side. Now here's McCabe in between the circles. Feeds it to Stalky, left to the top of the key, holds it high. Now McCabe fakes a three, free throw line extended left, gets it into Stalky. 2 dribbles, spin move, short on the jumper, gets her own rebound and a whistle.
But again, to your point about finishing through contact, Rob, Stolke is more than capable of finishing layups like that, against an undersized post. And that's something that I know Jensen and Coach Randy Henderson, as the post coach, have been working with Hannah on all season. A lot of that's mental and just, trusting yourself to finish.
Slates the foul. Hawkeyes get it into McCabe, quickly into Hayes. And with her back to the basket, a little spin move on the right side, lays it up in and off the window.
A traditional Iowa post, back to the basket. She's about 6'4", strong finisher out of Alaska. Really cool story.
28-15 Iowa. Slates into the paint. Floater, right hand, no. Stalky the rebound. Gets it to McCabe. Sprints down the court. Right, free throw line extended right. Tried to get a pass to Hayes. Couldn't bring it in with the right hand. That's a turnover. And then Ashland in transition. Stalky fouls Howe on the layup.
And Stolke made the executive decision that that layup was not going to be going in the basket, and definitely just came right down on Howe as she tried to finish. But
I'm going to make her go to the line and earn them.
Exactly. Why not? You've got a foul to burn.
Just her first free throw perfect. Lexi Howe, returning leading scorer at 7.6, has 5 in this contest. Second one, short. Good rotation on the delivery. As Iowa gets the rebound, brings it into the front court on top, 28-16. Here's Feuerbach on the left side. Right comes to the pass, now to Stalky, dribbles down the left side of the lane, left-handed layup, no good. Looked like she lost control of it, came off her palm a little bit, and was too strong. Ashland quickly into the front court, nobody guarding Zeal, and she'll fire a three-pointer that skips off the rim and goes out of bounds. Over to the Hawkeyes with 8:13 left to go in the second.
I was fairly unfamiliar with Ashland coming into this game, Rob, but just for listeners who aren't aware, Ashland has won 4 consecutive conference championships. A highly successful team under head coach Kerry Pickens, and very disciplined. Just don't have a ton of returners back.
And that's the Great Midwest Athletic Conference. And here's a steal by Castellanova. Brings it into the front court. Pushes the ball to Davidson on the left wing. Right-handed dribble, comes off a screen toward the top of the key. Now Lopez. Lob pass to Hill. Outside the paint, turnaround jumper. Didn't hit iron, just grazed the backboard. Feuerbach the rebound. 28-16, Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball. McCabe off a screen, swishes the three, just left to the top of the key.
Not even sure that hit the net. It just went straight up and in. Taylor
certainly
McCabe
didn't move the net, did it?
Man, she is just, good hands by Rob Brooks there on the sideline as it comes over to the table.
Still have it.
Always had it.
Almost one-handed.
That's those
mid-season form, as they say.
Cat-like reflexes of Robbie Brooks.
Fading fast, however.
Stick with golf.
Vermilya, right in front of us, gets it in. 31-16, Hawkeyes with the lead. Pull up 16-foot jumper, no good. Lopez, capable scorer. Hayes gets the rebound. Gets it ahead to McCabe, who just hit that three-pointer. Want to see a lot of threes by Taylor McCabe this year. And here's another one from the left wing. Swishes this one.
I love it. Coach Jan Jensen loves going with the hot hand. So what does she do after McCabe's first three? She runs a set play for her, a little in-screen by Chit Chat Right to set Taylor up for the three on the weak side.
40% from three last year. Lopez down the left side of the lane. Left-handed shot is no good. Hayes was there defensively. Hawkeyes push. Rodriguez, recipient of a great pass, lays it up and in with the right hand off the glass.
Firing on all cylinders right now in this second quarter.
36-16. Three-pointers straight away. Vermilya, no good. No offensive rotation that time by the Eagles. Wright has it outside the three-point arc on the right side. Hayes, now Rodriguez, fakes left, goes right, shot window, gets it to go after 2 bounces on the iron.
The high-volume shooter that we're seeing in Emily Rodriguez, another really cool story. She's from the Dominican Republic, has only lived in the United States for 3 years.
Right, steal, lob pass down court, Stolke the finish. Boy, the Hawkeyes are scoring quickly now.
Yeah, really stretch this lead really, really quickly, and then they score in bunches. Now Ashland, you see, kind of trying to slow things down, maybe limit the number of possessions Iowa can have.
Hawkeyes on a 12-0 run, the last minute 36, 40-16. On the scoreboard, 15-foot jumper, no good. Ashland, Hawkeyes with a rebound. McCabe, three-pointer right at the top of the key, no good. Had a good look at it, however. And Lopez gets the rebound, brings it into the front court. Angles left side, lost control over dribble, digs it up, gets it to Vermillion. Swings it right side, Davidson. Now Mullet, top of the key, works her way into the paint. She's stopped, has to kick it back out to Lopez. She'll drive, stop, and fire from 6 feet, no good. Loose ball dug up by Hannah Stolke. Under 5, second quarter. 40-16 Hawkeyes. Stolke gets the pass along the baseline. Hawks will slow things down, get it out to right. Free throw line extended on the right side. Now Rodriguez into the corner. Stolke in the paint. Pump fake, shot, count it, and she's fouled.
Wow, that's exactly what Jan Jensen is looking for out of Hannah Stolke, to finish with authority, especially when she's got the 5'9" Vermillion on the block.
And Vermillion, with 7 points, picks up her first personal foul timeout on the court. Don't get fouled up. Got to stay safe this season. Get electric and natural gas safety tips at MidAmericanEnergy.com. 4:41 left to go until halftime. Iowa 42, Ashland 16. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
And the Hawkeyes have done a lot right, especially here in the second quarter, outscoring the Eagles 16-1. Iowa with 13 bench points and 32 points in the paint, and we still have 4:41 left to go in the second quarter. Iowa 42, Ashland 16. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Don't forget to stop by and see what everyone's talking about at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar, voted the 2025 best new restaurant by the Corridor Business Journal. This modern Midwestern restaurant, located right in the heart of the Iowa River Landing, features chef-inspired takes on all of your favorite dishes with amazing daily specials, unique cocktails, and monthly events, including the Jan Jensen Show, which will start in December. More on that later. Three-point play completed by Hannah Stolke. She's the first Hawkeye into double figures with 10. Here is Harabedian, who kicks it back out, and the three-pointer right wing good by Lexi Howe. You can't leave her open. 8 points for her. Journey Houston back in there. It delivers a pass to Stremlo. Misfires from three-point range on the right wing. Ball dug up by Ashland. Look to push. Open three for Bodley. She misses that one. Transition three there, 43-19. Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball. Here is a move by Addie Deal down the right side lane. Shot no good, but Journey Houston grabs the rebound and puts it right back up and in. Her first hoop.
Always exciting to see freshmen out there getting quality minutes, regardless of opponent early in the season. And for Addie Deal and Houston to be back out there again together, it's exciting future here for Iowa hoops.
Slates gets a lob pass underneath. The 6-foot freshman makes a nice pump fake and lays it up and in with the left hand. Hawkeyes in the front court quickly. Here's Stremlo, left side. She's doubled, tried to get a pass, and it's knocked away and taken by Bodley. Kicks it back out to Mullet. Three, right wing, no. Ball tapped around into the hands of Feuerbach. Down court to Stremlo. Hawks look to slow it down just a bit. Now Houston, about 10 feet away. Back to Deal. Into the paint, spin move, and a travel is going to be called on Addie Deal.
Well, the second travel for Addie Deal so far here in this game, and that's one of those things, she'll work with her position coach after this and watch the film and see what it is that she's doing that she can't do, and she's been confused by both travel calls, so that's the value of the film watching afterwards.
45-21, Hawkeyes. Ashland with the basketball. We're under 3, second quarter. At the elbow, here's Hill. Turns, shoots, no good. Journey Houston the rebound. Gets it to Deal. Cross-court pass to Stremlo on the right wing. Lob pass to Hayes outside of the paint, 10 feet away. Back to the basket, turns, and gets it back to Addie Deal. About 22 feet away on the right side, puts it on the floor, gets a screen. Now here's Feuerbach in the left corner with 7 to shoot. Puts it on the floor, gets into the paint, up and under move attempt to get away from Lopez. And she was fouled by Alyssa Lopez. And that's good recognition by Feuerbach, deep in the corner, left wing. Had to feel that shot clock was winding down, which it was. Had to make a move, got into the paint, and at least got something up toward the rim.
Lots of experience for Kylie, clearly, entering her 6th year of college basketball, so she knows when she catches that shot clock's winding down. Team does a good job of screaming to let her know the shot clock's at the end, but that's what being a veteran player will do for you, and getting the ball in her hands towards the end of the shot clock.
Unfortunately, missed both free throws and then a whistle on the rebound. And that's going to be a lane violation and give Kylie Feuerbach another attempt.
Kylie, one of the 2 team captains this season, well deserved.
This one is good. Rolled that one in. Kylie with 3. 46-21, 2:20 left to go until halftime. Ashland quickly into the front court. Nice hesitation move on the left wing to take it all the way to the rim by Lopez.
Now, Lopez is a good player. Last year she transferred. Her last season, though, of college basketball, she averaged 13 points a game, so she certainly can score it.
Has a career high of 24. Stremlo puts it on the floor, gets into the paint, goes up strong with the right hand, and is fouled and will shoot 2. Lopez picks up her second.
Stremlo is just such a fun player to watch, in my opinion. She's just in the middle of everything that's happening on the offensive or defensive end. She finds a way to just keep herself involved, dive in on the floor for loose balls, pushing the basketball in transition. She loves to get a little, no-look pass here and there, but she just plays so hard and has a great nose for the basketball.
First free throw off the back of the bracket, a little strong. Stremlo will get a second. Lopez picks up her second foul. This one right through. Taylor gets her first point. 47-23, 1:56 until halftime. Ashland working the weave around the outer arc. Had some good one-on-one moves to the rim. Here's a hesitation move by Howe. Gets down to the right block. And another whistle. This will go on the Hawkeyes. And Addie Deal.
As much flow as we had to start the second quarter, now we've gotten to a little bit of a foul fest. Seems like every trip down there's been a whistle, but it's not really how you want these games to go. It kind of stymies your ability to work on offense, offensive sets, transition O, etc., but also teaches you to clean up your D.
And a lot of substituting here in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, exactly, and which makes sense, as to be expected in an exhibition.
So after the deal foul, free throws for Lexi Howe, and first one is right through. Has a career high of 22. 5'10" junior from Zanesville, Ohio. Second one right through, and she has 10. 47-25, Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball. Journey Houston in between the circles. Left side, Feuerbach. Outside the three-point arc, brings it to the top of the key, right on the right side to McCabe. Tried to get a quick pass into Hayes. Knocked away, but she got it back, and back to McCabe. 9 to shoot. Here's Feuerbach. Recognizes, gets to the free throw line, and then a move toward the basket. A big step through with that left leg, and draws another foul.
You know, that entire possession, 6'4" Layla Hayes had 5'9" defender on her. So I think maybe at halftime that'll be something the Iowa coaching staff identifies as, hey, when we've got these mismatches, it's a great time to feed your post. Even if they're not shooting it, it's that in-out action or the give-and-go action we saw in the first quarter. You create so much by in-out type action.
So Feuerbach, first one right through. She has 4. 10 players have scored for the Hawkeyes. 48-25, and this one skips off the right side of the iron, goes out of bounds as Hayes went after the ball. Ashland will have possession with 1:19 remaining. 48-25 Iowa. Mullet on the point against Wright. Angles right side, brings it back to the top of the key. Hesitation move, gets to the elbow. 15-foot jumper is short. Houston the rebound to Feuerbach across the timeline. Hands it off to Wright, who will set things up right on the Tiger Hawk here at Mediacom Court. Goes right side, drives all the way to the block. Shot is up off the window. Count it. And she's fouled.
I love it. Love to see her taking it to the rim and a little smile afterwards. Chit Chat, they call her Chat, I learned, which is, I got to learn that nickname, but talk about a tall task for her to come in here and not only be, new, but also to be asked to be the starting point guard and know the offense and defense in and out as the extension of the coaching staff on the court. So far it looks like she's transitioning into that role quite smoothly.
Finishes off the three-point play, 51-25 Hawkeyes. Eagles with the basketball. Mid-range jumper is up and no good by Slates from the paint. Hawks get the rebound with 30 seconds left to go. Second quarter action. On a 7-second differential on shot game clock. Wright will hold the basketball. In between the circles. Mullet on her. Dribbles left side, angles left side, goes between her legs. Off to Houston. Drives down the right side of the lane. Short on the jumper from the right block. Rebound taken down by Ashland. Quickly get it to Howe and gets all the way to the rim. Layup good with 3 seconds left to go. And here's a half-court shot as the Hawks get it in. McCabe off the front of the iron. Would have counted if it gone.
And it looked like it was going from our angle, but that's really end of half management that Iowa will be talking about here. Is they to give up a layup right before the buzzer, and luckily Taylor got a shot off, but not really how you want to end the half after you had a really impressive full throttle quarter.
University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. We have played 20 minutes. Iowa 51, Ashland 27. The Hawkeyes started the quarter on a 16-1 run. We'll be back with the halftime show from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenient. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Hawkeye Halftime Show. Here's Rob Brooks and former Hawkeye Catherine Reynolds.
It is time for our halftime stats report, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of Iowa Hawkeyes football. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Well, here at halftime, Iowa's leading the Ashland Eagles 51-27. Iowa's doing that on 60% shooting from the field, 21 for 35. Their three-point shooting, 3 for 7 for 43%, and 6 for 10 from the free throw line for 60%. So one little area there they'd like to improve a little bit. Leading scorer for the Hawkeyes at the half is Hannah Stolke with 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting, 2 for 3 from the free throw line, and 6 rebounds to go along with it, one of those offensive. Right behind her is Emily Rodriguez with 9 points in just 7 minutes on 4 of 6 shooting. She's got 1 for 1 from the three-point line. And then Ava Hayden in 8 minutes has 8 points. So quick efficiency there. Also 6 boards to go along with it. So both Stolke and Hayden on double-double watch. For the Ashland Eagles, they're shooting at 28% from the field on 10 of 36 shooting, 25% from 3 on 2 of 8 shooting, and 83% from the free throw line with 6 attempts from there. Lexi Howe, leading scorer for the Eagles, 12 points on 3 of 5 shooting, 6 free throw attempts already, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. And Corey Vermilia, their second leading scorer, with 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting. She's got 2 rebounds to go along with it. Hawks doing an excellent job on the glass, leading the rebounding war by 13, 28 total rebounds to Ashland's 15. Hawks have already stolen the basketball 3 times, but they've got 8 turnovers. That's an area I think they'd like to clean up a little bit going into the second half. Again, Iowa leads 51-27 at the half.
Back with more from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
Life's busy. Quick Start makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks. Hey, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Need gas? We've got fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus perks like free ATMs, no hidden fees, and free air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track. Stop in to Quick Start today.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back to the Hawkeye Halftime Show. Courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Iowa 51, Ashland University 27. And of course, it all starts for real on Monday as the Iowa Hawkeyes will welcome Southern to Carver Hawkeye Arena. That is a 6:30 tip. We'll be on the air at 6 o'clock, and then Southern will actually stay in the state and go over to Ames and take on Iowa State on Wednesday, as Iowa State will get their season started on Monday as well. Some of the top matchups to look out for Monday: number 7 Duke, number 16 Baylor. Vanderbilt will take on Cal. Oklahoma, ranked number 6 in the country, will host Belmont. Kentucky will host Morehead State. Number 2 South Carolina will play their first game against Grand Canyon. The Lopes will travel from Phoenix, Arizona to Columbia, South Carolina to open up the season. Maryland, number 10 in the country, will host Loyola Marymount. Oklahoma State checks in at number 22. Will take on New Orleans. Texas and Incarnate Word, and UCLA, number 3 in the country, will host San Diego State. No World Series action tonight, as it's a travel day, as the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers will play tomorrow, Game 6 in Toronto, with the Blue Jays leading 3-2. One NFL game just underway: Baltimore and the Miami Dolphins. Right here, it is 51-27 Iowa over the Eagles of Ashland University. Back with more on the Halftime Show. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Spot on, nice fish. Nice walleye. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Minnesota gold right there.
This is the first restaurant in the world that strictly is decolonized menu. All right, let's try this too.
Oh man, that's good. So earthy and mushroomy.
Where's the seals?
It looks like the ocean.
It's not that cold. It is that wet, though.
What will your Minnesota travel story be? Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
I think we've just scratched the surface.
Preparation. It's the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Hawkeyes on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pregame routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane to fire up the grill. Fuel your fandom at your local Cenex station. Hawkeye Pride, powered locally.
Hey Hawkeyes, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field designed Iowa t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Iowa in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Ashland back on the court, awaiting the Iowa Hawkeyes as 10 players scored in the first half, leading the way Hannah Stalkey with 10 points. Hawk fans, don't forget you can enjoy your home away from home at Coralville's All Suite Homewood Suites, Iowa River Landing, and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton, both Hilton hotels. Relax in spacious suites with kitchens and enjoy free breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your next Hawkeye visit. Also with RE/MAX, it's more than numbers on a contract. It's about trust, honest advice, and expert guidance. Because while numbers count, trust is what really matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of the Hawkeyes, who are back on the court, leading 51-27. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his crew at Dodge Street Tire. For over 30 good years, they have taken care of their customers and treated them like neighbors. This season, if your car or truck is struggling to compete, take a shot with Dodge Street Tire. You won't have to jump through hoops to ensure quality and honest service for Hawkeye fans everywhere. Whether it's new tires or engine trouble, Dodge Street Tire will score a win for you and your family. At the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Iowa Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Hannah Stalkey with 10. Emily Rodriguez off the bench with 9. Was looking to score early and did, as 10 players scored for the Hawkeyes on top 51-27. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, and voted best of the area for 12 straight years. Proudly supports Hawkeye women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Well, hopefully, Catherine, we'll see more of that explosiveness and rhythm and flow that we saw at the beginning of the second quarter when Iowa really went out on a big 16-1 run?
I think we will. They felt it. Now they kind of know what it's like to do that under the lights and against an opponent like this other than just their practice squad. So I think we will. I like our odds.
Same starters for both teams, right inside to Ava Hayden, and you mentioned that might be a good place to go to start the third quarter.
Yeah, it really is, feeding that post. And, Ava only played 8 minutes in the first half, so get her back out there with her 2 fouls, but feed her. She loves that finish over the right shoulder and with her left hand.
And here's a steal on the right wing by Hannah Stalkey. To McCabe. Feuerbach, free throw line, extended left. Bounce pass to Hayden inside. Back to Feuerbach along the baseline. Angles to the right wing now. Back out to right. Right at the top of the key to a cutting Feuerbach, and had her shot blocked out of bounds. And it will stay with the Hawkeyes along the baseline.
Good defense by Lexi Howe. Kylie's long, and when she gets to the rim, she usually can finish over guards about her size because of her length. But good defense there by Howe.
And she cut hard, and Howe did come over nicely. Off the inbounds play, a 3 from the right wing. Good by Taylor McCabe. She has 3 of them.
Beautiful execution of that baseline out of bounds play. Set up for McCabe to get an open 3 in the corner.
And Howe couldn't answer from 3 on the right side. Hawkeyes gather the rebound, bring it into the front court. On top, 56-27. Feuerbach for 3 straight away. About a foot off the three-point line. No good. Ball tapped around by Hayden, finally into the hands of Mullet. Mullet keeps that right-handed dribble going on the right side, outside the three-point arc, and then has her 3 blocked by Taylor McCabe into the hands of Stalkey.
Don't see that every game. Taylor McCabe with the block shot.
That's the way to get up on a shooter. And the Hawkeyes execute to get inside to Stalkey. And Ava Hayden off the ball is going to pick up her 3rd foul at the 8:31 mark of the third quarter.
Yeah, well, that's her biggest limiter right now, Rob, is she's somebody they want to have on the floor, but she has to get the fouls in check in order to keep herself on the floor.
Lopez kicks it back to Harabedian. He tries to make a move, loses control of the basketball, and it calmly goes out of bounds along the baseline. Iowa basketball up 56-27.
It's another one, a turnover that Kylie won't get credit for, but that was because Kylie got a hand in there, deflected the basketball off of Ashland's leg.
Stalkey, top of the key. McCabe, free throw line extended right. Gets it to Feuerbach. Jan Jensen orchestrating the Iowa offense. Stalkey now on the left side. Hayden falls down. Stalkey puts it on the floor, goes to the rim, finishes off the window. Calmly went down the right side.
Well, what I think we're seeing, Rob, is Stalkey definitely worked on her guard skills in the offseason. They know that when she's at the 4, she has to be able to do more than, get on the block. So she's working on her ball handling and getting to the rim.
And that's a big piece of it. You've got to handle the ball against other forwards.
Exactly, and it's all across college basketball now you see lots of very versatile players at the 4 and even the 5 position, but with Hannah kind of as a tweener there, she certainly has to be able to be comfortable with the basketball in her hands.
Mullet couldn't connect on the turnaround jumper in the paint. Hawkeyes quickly down the court, get it into Stalkey. She missed it right along the semicircle, got her own rebound, and then is held by Casalanova. Or Badele make it. So 13. Badele picks up her first. 5'7" graduate student from Oaklawn, Illinois. Hawkeyes get the ball off the inbounds play. Feuerbach finds Stalkey racing toward the basket, uses the window to finish, and she's fouled. Too much quickness on that play by the Hawkeyes.
And really good baseline out of bounds execution today for Iowa. You don't always see that at the beginning of the season. So really good to see back-to-back execution and finish.
Vermillion picks up the foul. Free throw swishes right through for Stalkey. Perfect rotation on that one. 61-27 Hawkeyes, almost 3 minutes into quarter number 3. Ashland goes to work inside with Hill. A deliberate move, left hand, no good. Didn't hit iron. Hawkeyes quickly down the court, get it to Stalkey along the baseline, now right in the left corner. Dribbles all the way to the rim through 2 defenders. Layup good with the right hand on the left side.
Oh, she is quick. Chit Chat is quick with that first step. Beautiful drive along the baseline, and then used basically the basket to protect herself to finish with her right hand on the left side. And one of the new assistant coaches for Iowa, Lysandra Barrett, actually was at Georgia Tech with Chit Chat. So I think that's kind of a nice comfort zone space where she's got an assistant coach here who came with her as, they kind of transferred together in a way.
Ashland turns the ball over in the backcourt. Hawkeyes get it in, 63-27, lead in the ball inside. Hayden, terrific move after a high post feed by Stolke.
Great steal by Ava Hayden, got in the middle of the paint and then left her opponent no chance to get around and try to contest the shot.
And let her play with 3 fouls. They got to get used to that at points in time of the season. Almost a 5-second call. Ashland with the basketball. Here's Vermillion. Spins in the paint, goes up with the left hand off Stolke and finishes. Nice move.
It was a nice move and a nice finish. Vermillion is having a nice little game out there.
And then Hayden posts up strong under the basket and gets a pass from the right wing. Addie Deal finds her. Hayden finishes. She has 14.
It's like both teams were told they had to shoot in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock or something. That's how it feels. Both teams not wasting any time getting their shots up.
And Mullet back at it with a 15-foot jumper, and she's fouled in the act of shooting.
But Iowa knew that coming in, in their scouting report on Ashland. They said, that Ashland transitions similar to Iowa. They want to push. Anyone can get it up the floor. They don't want to dribble too much. And, they're averaging over 70 points a game last year. So definitely a reason for that is their pace.
Wright picks up her second. Will sit down. Mullet connects on the free throw. Yeah, 32-4 last year.
That's a lot of wins.
And Carrie Pickens is 205-21 in her coaching career.
Well, that is insane. That's
90%.
Yeah, amazing. She's very confident over there, calm head coach. Can tell her players respect her, and you can see why. 4 consecutive conference championships will earn you that.
And a national title in there as well. As the Hawkeyes once again go inside. A lot of paint touches in the third quarter. As Davidson, the 5'11 freshman, picks up her first. Fouled Addie Deal, who had 2 points in the first half, will get a couple of free throws, 67-31. Addie puts this one right through. Irvine, California.
Went to Modern Day, big athletics.
Time,
yeah,
yes,
big time athletics at that high school. Football, basketball for both men and
you
women,
name it,
etc.
Makes the second, 69-31. 5:35 left to go in the third, and a one-on-one move all the way to the basket. Lopez down the left side finishes with the left hand. She has 4. Hawks quickly in the front court. Here's Rodriguez. Free throw line extended left. Drives toward the baseline. Pull-up jumper from 10. No good. Too strong off the right side of the rim. Rebound taken down by Vermillion. And she stops and fires a three-pointer. Top of the key.
Yeah, Vermilion's out here with no fear. She's clearly has the green light too. Come down, no pass, launches a 3. But when you're knocking it down, I guess we can't argue.
Has a 12. And just a sophomore. 69-36. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. Here's Feuerbach in some trouble on the right side. Gets it back from Stolke. Fires a 3, no good, short off the right side of the iron. Long rebound taken down by the Eagles. Lopez into the front court. Playing smoothly here in the third quarter. Now kicks it left side. 3-pointer no good by Castellanova. Long rebound to Iowa. Deal in the front court. Rodriguez. Quick 3, good from the left wing. Looked like she was fouled as well, but boy, that ball wasn't in her hands very long.
No, it was not, nor was it on the possession before. Emily is looking to catch that ball and score that ball.
And is doing just that. Here's a move in the paint. Little floater by Vermillion. Took it from the left wing, and she was fouled in the act of shooting. And will shoot 2 after the break.
At Mid-American Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeyes off to a good start in the third quarter, outpacing the Eagles 21-9, lead 72-36. Compassionate help anytime, anywhere. Call or text 988. And don't forget, in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean burning fuel with Unleaded 88. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88. We are courtside at Mediacom Court, Carver Hawkeye Arena, with 4:09 left to go in quarter number 3, 72-36. The Hawkeyes with an exhibition lead over Ashland University, who has 998 all-time wins. So they'll pick up 999 and 1,000 pretty quickly, I'm sure. Expected to have another good season. At the free throw line, the first one is up and no good by Vermillion.
Well, I did go to high school in the state of Ohio.
Right.
However, I had to look up where Ashland is located within the state. It's a big state.
It is.
In my defense.
Doing your research this week.
Yep. Always get on that map and see what you find out. So it's north of Columbus, south of Cleveland, for those wondering, which Rob was.
Yes, I was. 2 places we've been, Columbus and Cleveland. Well, good on the free throws by Corey Vermillion. Hawkeyes get it into the front court. And then Vermillion quickly commits a foul. That's her third. Stremlow comes in for Kylie Feuerbach, and Rodriguez will trigger it in along the baseline. Under 4, third quarter, 72-36 Iowa. Ashland did lead for 14 seconds to open the contest. Hawks get it in. Rodriguez gets it back from Hayden, takes it from the left corner all the way to the paint and goes up and finishes off glass.
Really, when someone can score, you can see it quickly, and that's what Emily can do. So it's going to be really exciting to see Iowa find the right ways to integrate her into their system.
And a perfect player to bring in off the bench that can really score, looks to score. That's what the Hawkeyes need. Turnaround jumper by Slates in the paint, no good. Hayden the rebound, gets it ahead to Stremlow, pushes a pass inside Stalky, goes up strong, finishes off the window with the right hand.
Yeah, I love it. Keep the foot on the gas. It's work on these things. That's how you want to play. You have to play that way, and that's how you get your legs under you, get your lungs, all those things.
Ashland, 1 pass and a 3, no good by Howe, deep in the right corner. Stremlow the rebound, brings it across the timeline. Keeps that dribble going, pulls it up, now finds Stalky, makes a move in the paint. Easy as it gets off the glass again. Hannah Stalky with a smooth move and has 19. 78-36. Three-pointer in the air for Herabedian, and she knocks it down. Good-looking shot by the 6-foot junior.
Yeah, Herabedian's getting sick of Stolke scoring on her, came down and did it her own way.
And Stolke finds Hayden, went for a reverse layup, too far underneath the basket and hit the bottom of the window. Rebound taken down by Ashland. They work it to the right side, a quick three-pointer up and in by Badili. And the Hawkeyes are going to take timeout. A nice little run here by Ashland on a 6-0 run, though the Hawkeyes have made 4 of their last 5 from the floor.
Yeah, well, Jensen's going to coach hard every time out, and she didn't like that on consecutive possessions, Ashland got uncontested three-point looks from proven three-point shooters. So she's calling timeout, showing that she's into this just as intensely as she would be any contest.
2:22 left to go in the third quarter after the Hawkeye timeout. 78-42 Hawkeyes. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Trade for the best. Honda's, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best history. Save thousands on a new Honda today with 0.99% financing. Get more for your trade and save on the best gas, hybrid, and EV vehicles with financing as low as 0.99% APR on a new Honda like a 2025 Ridgeline. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 11/3/25.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Well, credit Ashland knocking down some threes on a 6-0 run. We told you this is a proud program, and Carrie Pickens with a 205-21 record. Robin Freilich, Michigan State head coach, actually coached the Eagles from 2015 to 2018. And we'll let you in on some other information here that's pretty spectacular for the D2 program out of Ohio as the Hawkeyes go right inside to Hayes. She goes up and is fouled in the act of shooting and will shoot 2.
Yeah, like you mentioned, the current Michigan State head coach, Robin Freilich, was at Ashland for years, had lots of success at Ashland, and often that's what you see is that pipeline grows through highly successful Division II head coaches. And Carrie Pickens, the current Ashland head coach, has a pretty cool stat. So she is the only person to win a Division II national title as a player, an assistant coach, and a head coach. And her only company having done that at the Division I level is one Kim Mulkey. So, you know, give credit where credit's due. That stat came straight from our research department. My father, who's a big Iowa Hawkeye fan.
I'm glad to know we've got one this year.
Absolutely, we do. He's just like MI6 or something.
What's he going to do for his encore? As Mullet takes it right down the left side of the lane, goes up with the left hand. A nice finish off the window. She has 7. Hayes made 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. 79-44, under 2, third quarter. Houston loses control of the ball just outside the paint. Now gets it back to Rodriguez. Free throw line extended right side. Uses a screen to get to the high post area. Now Stremlo in the corner. Misses the 3, but taps the ball to Houston to keep it alive. Journey now finds Wright. Squares up for 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Long rebound to Houston. Looks inside. Gets it to Stremlo, right wing. Now Hayes lost control of it. Stremlo picked it up deep in the corner. Now has it taken away. both teams on the floor, and finally dug up by Mullet. Mullet on the move, stops and pops from 16. A little bit strong, and the Hawkeyes go after the rebound, lose control of it, and out of bounds along the baseline.
Well, it wasn't the prettiest possession in the world, but you saw a lot of good hustle plays.
Those plays are going to wear me out.
Yeah, they certainly will. But a couple of loose balls, a couple of offensive rebounds. Those, although it didn't lead or end in a score, those are great things that you love to see from your team. Those are hustle plays.
A lot of players going after the rebound. Ashland gets it in. Here's Lopez, top of the key, takes a couple of dribbles, angles right side. Cross-court pass to Davidson. Now gets it into the paint. Turnaround jumper by Hill is off the rim and no good. Hawks get the rebound, bring it into the front court with a 79-44 advantage. Tried to get it to Hayes down on the right block. Knocked away by Hill and out of bounds. Iowa retain possession along the baseline. Stalkey for Hayes. Feuerbach will throw it in. Hawks in a box set. Kylie looks inside and gets the ball in the corner to Stalkey. Holds it high above her head. Now will make a move, one-on-one. Reverse dribble to the baseline. Shot strong, goes after a rebound, gets down on a knee, lost control of it, and threw it away to Davidson. Davidson on the move, drives down the right side of the lane, shot up and good off the window from the right block.
Well, a chance here for Iowa to get the last shot of the quarter. Love to see what they're going to execute here.
15 seconds. Can take it all the way down. Right, grabs it. Gets out by the beak on the Tiger Hawk. Now comes left side, pulls up her dribble. Gets it to Houston, top of the key inside. Stalkey receives the pass from Houston, lays it up and in. Buzzer to end the third quarter. Terrific execution.
Yeah, really nice. And even more so than the play was the timing of it. Took exactly the amount of time that they needed to, and basically set up an isolation for Hannah Stolke, slashing across the lane to get her a right-hand isolated layup.
And now 21 in the books for Hannah Stolke, preseason first team All Big Ten. Hawkeye fans throughout the season, don't forget to join head coach Jan Jensen and me for Hawk Talk, presented by Oaknall. We'll be live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency in Coralville. Hawk Talk with Coach Jensen will take place weekly from 6 until 7, most Mondays, but you can visit HawkeyeSports.com to take a look at the full schedule. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this year, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at UIowaEnergyCollaborative.com. We'll head to the fourth. Iowa 81, Ashland 46. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quickstar keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a delicious bakery treat, or our take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. And while you're fueling up with Quickstar's fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. We're all about saving you time, money, and making your life easy. Quickstar's here for you whenever you need us.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Start of the fourth quarter, Ashland will have the basketball at the hoop to our right here, courtside at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Three-pointer for Bodley on the right wing is no good. Hawkeyes quickly down the front court area as McCabe gets it to Houston, getting a lot of playing time here in the third and fourth quarters. Go right down to the left block, and that's Hannah Stalkey, who was doubled and fouled.
Well, we saw Iowa start the quarter on that first possession in a zone for the first time tonight. So, traditionally, Coach Jensen has been a coach who prefers to play a player-to-player defense, but good to see them testing out that zone here in the fourth.
Mullet the foul, three-pointer off the inbounds play. Taylor McCabe missed it from the top of the key as the ball goes out of bounds and will stay with the Hawkeyes. Been pretty consistent quarter-wise, score-wise, 26, 25, and 30 in the third. Off the inbounds, McCabe went up for another three, but we're going to get a foul on a screen. And this will go against the Hawks.
Well, you can't be mad about that. It's, you got your freshman being aggressive, trying to set a good screen for her teammate. You won't be too upset with that one.
Journey Houston, her first. Ashland with the basketball. Hawks on top, 81-46. Just underway, fourth quarter. Ashland working it around the perimeter. And now Bodley tries to make a move from the right side to the baseline. And her motion was impeded by Kylie Feuerbach. Her first, team second already in the quarter. Ball possession for Ashland. They get it in. This is Howe on the right wing. She had 12 points in the first two quarters, did not score in the third. But Ashland offensively had their best quarter, scoring 19 points. 4 to shoot. Mullet kicks it out for a three that is no good by Bodley. Rebound taken down by the Hawkeyes. Here's Wright in the front court. Whipped a pass to Hayden. She caught it 16 feet away and gets it to Feuerbach on the left wing. Now Hayden trying to post. McCabe swings it to Stalkey. Free throw line extended right. Looks inside, fakes. Now puts the ball on the floor. Goes all the way to the left block. Pull up jumper. Good, just outside the paint.
Yeah, that was pretty, but again, what we're already seeing it is that these defenders, they'll give Hannah space and beg her to shoot the three, and then when she can put the basketball on the floor and be effective, it makes her at least a dual threat scorer, a lot harder matchup for defenses.
Three-pointer missed by Ashland on the left side. That was good. She pulled up and didn't try to force herself in. Does fire up a three left to the top of the key. No good off the right side of the rim. Stalkey's first three attempt of the night, 83-46 Hawkeyes. Ashland with the basketball, works it around the arc. Howe on the left wing, gives it up, high post area to Slates, and now tries to make a move in the paint, shoves one up against Hayden, and somehow the finger roll goes in off the window.
Yeah, and then you see in response here, these Ashland guards that are guarding Ava Hayden are trying to check her and jam her up in the lane, trying to draw a foul like they did earlier in the game. It's tough for a post like Ava Hayden, a traditional Big Ten post.
Wright fires a three off the right side and knocks it down.
Good to see her. She's looking pretty comfortable here in Carver Hawkeye, huh, Rob?
Into double figures with 12. Look good on that three-pointer right at the top of the key, 86-48. Just about 3 minutes into quarter number 4. Mullet, a lot of dribbling out front, and then stops and fires a three-pointer. And Wright kind of grabbed her left leg there. Something happened on the three-point shot. Don't know if she hit knees or something with a defender. And then went back and played defense and then got to midcourt.
Looks like she might be cramping up.
Yeah.
I think she's cramping up. You see that happen sometimes where it's just hard to move because your muscles all tightened up and locked up. But
she's
just
kind of grabbed her calf. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
So she'll head to the sideline.
Eddie Deal back in. There. Try to loosen that thing up. That's no fun.
And it's really difficult once it starts to really get back to 100% no matter what you're playing. Hawks get it in. Stalkey going to fire another three-pointer. This one long, left of the top of the key. Ball batted around and dug up by Vermillion. Gets the ball ahead to Lopez. Free throw line extended right. 86-48. Hawks with the lead. As Lopez gets into the paint, kicks it left side to Davidson. And now trying to get a pass to the right side. Picked off by guess who? Kylie Fierbach all the way to the rim. Shot with the right hand on the left side is no good. But plenty of contact there by Castellanova.
Really solid defensive night from Kylie Fierbach. And, you know, as a player who's certainly been able to score, but she's definitely led this team more over her seasons at Iowa by her defense and the tone she sets on the defensive end. So you love to see that with lots of new faces and young players, as somebody like Kylie who goes all out on every defensive possession.
So that'll bring Kylie to the free throw line. Shot is no good. Around the circumference of the rim and fell out. Free throw shooting tonight has not been great for the Hawkeyes. Second one is good. It'll be 11 of 17. Kylie with 5, 87-48, 6:21 left to go. Get to see some of the young players out there now for the Hawkeyes. Hayes, Deal, Stremlow, Houston, and Rodriguez. Move in the paint, up and no good by Vermillion. Went after the rebound, but dug up by the Hawkeyes. Stremlow, one-handed pass to Deal, left wing. Drives into the paint with the right hand, lost control of the basketball, and she's tied up. Good defense by Ashland, though it will stay with the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, Addie Deal definitely aggressive at the rim, just a little bit loose with the basketball tonight. That's something she'll learn from and be able to tighten up.
And off the inbounds play, nice find to Journey Houston, knifing toward the basket, gets her second hoop. Lopez takes it from the right side to the left side all the way down the lane. Easy layup off the window.
Yeah, Lopez has done that a couple of times. Just keeps the ball the entire possession and goes straight at her opponent to the rim.
Rodriguez inside to Hayes. Turns in the paint to go up and has it knocked away and out of bounds. Hawkeye basketball 89-50. Hawks with the lead. Hawks trying to get an opening underneath. Well covered, but do get a three by Stremlow, right wing, no. Rebound hauled down by Lopez. She'll bring it across the timeline herself, hesitate, and then drive down the left side. Kick it back out for Yoder. Three-pointer no good by Joplin Yoder, a 6'1 freshman. Deal the rebound. Gets it to Rodriguez, left open, right side, swish. A three for Emily Rodriguez, 17 for the transfer from Central Florida.
Yeah, what a debut for Emily Rodriguez. Got to be pretty fun for her to be out here and suited up tonight for the first time in an Iowa uniform.
And you gotta love her demeanor out there as well. Unfazed tonight. 92-50. We're under 5, fourth quarter. Lopez, left wing, kicks it right side to Vermillion. Makes a move toward the basket, goes up and finishes just outside the paint, and a foul.
Yeah, I got to think she's going to do some damage in conference play for this Ashland Eagles team. Corey Vermillion has pretty much just played fearlessly here this evening. At her 14th points of the game and headed to the free throw line to try for 15. So impressive evening for that young lady.
Chance to complete the three-point play. Rodriguez the foul. With a timeout on the court, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, no matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. 4:47 left to go. 92-52 Iowa, the final exhibition game of the year. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeyes lead at 92-52, outscoring the Eagles 11-6 here in the fourth quarter. 3 players in double figures. Hannah Stalkey leading the way with 23, has 9 boards, a double-double for Ava Hayden tonight, 14 and 12. And Emily Rodriguez off the bench with 17 on 7 of 10 from the floor. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll get the thoughts of Jan Jensen, also Hannah Stalkey. 3-point play is complete. Vermillion with 15. 92-53. Inside-outside game. Hayes catches, goes up, and is tied up. Nice job by Kyra Hill, 6'3" freshman. Tied her up, and it will be Eagles basketball. Jada Jimfy. Callie Levine into the game. And have a stoppage of play. Levine was over talking with Jan Jensen. And the Hawkeyes have 6 players on the floor. So somebody has to come out. And that'll be Emily Rodriguez.
It's good, though. Everyone wants to be on the court. To drag them off.
And that'll be a technical foul, having 6 players on the floor. Some subtle rule changes this year.
There are some subtle rule changes this year. That's one of them, though, that playing with 6 players when the ball becomes live is a team technical. So it doesn't count toward your team fouls. But the opposing team is awarded free throws and possession at half court. Another subtlety, players don't have to tuck their shirts in anymore, which I've certainly noticed tonight. A handful have taken advantage of. Not sure if I'm a huge fan.
Probably did before.
Yeah. No, I know it. Some refs would really patrol that. A couple of others, around travels and the ability for defenders to touch. But I think, though, maybe the one that may have the biggest impact as the season moves on is coaches now have a challenge that they can make at any point in the basketball game on a pretty slim amount of potential violations. We can go into that another time, but a few subtleties, like you said.
1 out of 2 at the line for Vermillion. She has 16, so ball possession for Ashland. Good defense by Hayes, but then Hill able to get the ball inside, and Ashland able to score a couple of points. Hawkeyes quickly down court. Levine, a wild 3-pointer left at the top of the key, but Hayes gathers the board underneath and goes up strong and finishes, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Great second effort there by Layla Hayes, and she is just such a Jan Jensen prototype at the center position. Wants to play hard, put her head down, and kind of a cool thing. They say Layla Hayes grew up watching Megan Gustafson and watching Monica Sinano, and as a post player was like, man, that's where I want to go.
Knew about this program.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's a really cool thing. You don't always hear about that with post players. With guards, I think maybe a little more flashy or whatnot, but really cool and kind of a cool ode to Megan and Monica, other Hawkeye greats that played that position.
And Layla Hayes softly puts in the free throw. She has 6. 95-56. We're under 4. Ashland with the basketball. Slates comes out in between the circles. Hands it off to Bodley. No penetration as of yet until Slates takes it to the basket down the right side of the lane, goes up and is fouled. Layla Hayes will pick up her second. Free throws for Jenna Slates, 6-foot freshman from Hartville, Ohio. At the game or at home, Wimmer's Premium Hot Dogs and Sausages will score with family and friends. First one no good. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Second one in the air, no good. Got to push that one up. Didn't get a solid release, and it's 95-56. Fourth quarter action. Hawks in the front court. Hayes tried a pass across the lane to a slashing Jada Gyamfi. Went over her head and out of bounds.
Sometimes when people are so open, it leads to almost an overcompensation. Jada was going to be wide open, cutting to the left side of the rim there.
Well, she might get another opportunity. Still 3:17 left to go, 95-56. Here's Stremlow. Knocked the ball away from Bodley. Gets it back. Now it's Mullet. Kicks it left side to Howe. Puts it on the floor, spins at the free throw line, gets into the paint and thrashes one up. Looked like she might have taken a step, but went up in traffic and scored 7 feet in front of the basket. Tough move. And that's Howe's first basket since the second quarter.
Yes, Howe was determined to get to the rim there. Definitely took an extra step and then kind of got bailed out at the last second by, maybe a little bit of additional contact, but misses the free throw, so it's Hawkeye basketball.
Levine picks up her first foul. Stremlow, free throw line extended left, will fire a three-pointer. Back iron, no. Hayes, rebound, put back, good.
Love that, and love that offensive rebound from Hayes, and then even more love watching the pace and effort with which she gets back on the defensive end.
And she's a true 6'5".
Yeah, she's got great size, wants to play with physicality.
In the paint. Slates tries to back in, turnaround jumper, no good. Addie Deal the rebound. 2:20 left to go. Then Addie will pull up from three and knock it down straight away.
Yeah, that's tough when you're the defender.
Good looking three.
Yeah, really good looking. I mean, they're just a little bit off of her. It was a deep three. I guess deep's all relative now, right, ever since we saw the deepest shooter in the world. But
not that deep.
Not that deep, but still, a deep three. And good to see these freshmen, Addie Deal, Layla Hayes here in these final minutes, just have confidence to finish the basketball. There, Addie get her first three in a Hawkeye uniform, and you can tell they're easing into things as this night's gone on.
And Kenise Johnson gets out on the court. Great to see. Endured knee surgery last year, missed the entire campaign. As Lopez drives down the left side of the lane, left-handed layup is up and good. She has 8 and has made some nice moves to the basket.
Yep, she has. They've, like I said, the green light that goes a long way for players when they know they can have some wiggle room to try to make things happen.
Hawks up 40. They've hit 100. Levine tries to add to the total and does. Little floater driving down the right side of the lane.
Oh, the pride of Solon, Iowa. The Solon Spartan getting some good minutes here. And yeah, Callie not afraid to shake things up either.
In her sophomore campaign, Ashland turns it over. Here's Deal on the point, brings it into the front court, pushes a pass to Levine, free throw line extended right, drops it inside to Hayes on the right block. Back out Deal. One dribble, gives it to Hayes, gathers, goes up, and a charge is going to be called on Layla Hayes. There is a block, okay. A block will be called on Ashland. Shot did go down, so give Hayes the bucket. I'm afraid they were going to call a charge on that one. Really didn't give her any room to come down. So she'll be at the line to try to complete the three-point play. Hayes into double figures.
Really good minutes from Hayes. And you're right, I think the only reason it wasn't a charge was because they didn't give her any space. The defender has to allow them, one step. And that's a play you saw a lot of teams try to use against Monica Sinano. For those that remember her years here, they would just get in her way when she was kind of blindsided rolling to the block. And good to see Layla Hayes finish through contact. Like you said, a point of emphasis for this Hawkeye offense.
Jada Gyamfi commits a backcourt foul. So the two teams walk the length of the court. Lopez at the line. 104-60. Free throw good by Lopez. On that give and go, when Hayes or whoever the post player is sets that screen and then rolls to the basket, there's always somebody sitting down on that block, so you really have to be careful not to drive into them.
And that's something that they drill all the time is learning a counter, which a lot of times is just that little 12-foot jumper. Like they see that defender, they just kind of pop a shot instead of going all the way to the block.
Lopez knocked down the second free throw, has 10. Gyamfi gets the ball underneath, goes up. And an offensive foul is going to go against Jada Gyamfi. Picks up her second with 1:10 left to go. 104-62. We'll start to count them in the win-loss column on Monday. All college basketball can start officially on Monday. Ashland could not score. Hawks get the rebound, quickly come down court. Here's Johnson, free throw line extended right. Puts it on the floor toward the top of the key. Now back to Gyamfi for three. No good from the right side. Hayes corrals the rebound and is doubled and held. That'll go against Castellanova. Fifth team foul in the quarter. Layla Hayes back to the free throw line. She is 2 for 4. And now 2 for 5. Eight points in the third and fourth quarters for Layla Hayes. Just 2 at the half. Second one also strong. Callie Levine grabs the rebound with the right hand. Pulls it back out to the right wing. Drops it inside Hayes toward the baseline. Now back to Levine for three. That's an air ball from the right side and a foul on the rebound. Go against the Hawks.
You know, in these minutes, you can see the interactions and you kind of even hear the interactions between Coach Jensen and these players that are getting some of their first minutes, and you can see why they love playing for her. Highly encouraging, has their back, you know, knows they didn't want to airball, they didn't want to miss free throws, all those things. So great to kind of get a snapshot of how she is as a head coach.
Joplin Yoder at the line. First one short. 6'1" freshman. Started 36 games last year. Second one bounces around and drops through. Just her first point tonight, 104-63. Should be the last possession of the game with 20 seconds to go. Here's Deal in between the circles. Levine makes a move down the right side, didn't get the ball. Now Gyamfi will hold it. Now a bounce pass to Hayes. And too hot to handle at the 14-foot mark. Throws it away with 6.9 left to go. Good crowd for an exhibition game.
Yeah, really good crowd. Thursday night, missing Thursday night football for it. Always appreciate these Iowa fans showing up, especially for an exhibition contest, and look forward to seeing even more of them on Monday.
No doubt about that, and that's the buzzer to end the game. Iowa 104, Ashland 63. Was never going to be a doubt about the outcome. It was just about how the Hawks looked, and they had some explosive moments to get everybody into the game. And 11 players scored, and quite a few players put on the black and gold for the first time and did some good things.
Yeah, they really did. Well-balanced scoring, showed positive things in transition, picked up where they left off on the defensive end as far as jumping passing lanes, getting on the floor, more than a handful of offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds. So I think there's a lot of bright spots and obviously a lot to build on. And more importantly than anything, kind of a breath of fresh air to get out there against an opponent other than yourself and your practice squad. And then, you get to lace it up for real come Monday.
All starts on Monday. Iowa and Southern, 6:30 tip, 6 o'clock for the pregame show. But we've got plenty on the postgame show here tonight from Carver Hawkeye Arena. We have a stats recap, plenty of interviews for you. Stay with us. Iowa 104, Ashland University 63. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit riversideCasinoandresort.com to learn more.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Spot on, nice fish. Nice walleye. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Minnesota gold right there.
This is the first restaurant in the world that strictly is decolonized menu. All right, let's try this too.
Oh man, that's good. So earthy and mushroomy.
Where's the seals?
It looks like the ocean.
It's not that cold. It is that wet, though.
What will your Minnesota travel story be? Discover what makes Minnesota the star of the North at exploreminnesota.com.
I think we've just scratched the surface.
Hi, Hawk fans. Coach Kirk Ferentz here. For 40 years, our players have proudly worn the ANF logo to honor the hardworking farmers who keep this country growing. With fewer farmers working the land, their challenges are bigger, but their commitment never wavers. The Iowa Hawkeyes and the Iowa Farm Bureau are proud to stand with these dedicated families who feed and fuel our nation. Thanks for celebrating 40 years of America Needs Farmers. Let's keep standing strong for the people who keep us going strong. To learn more, visit americaneedsfarmers.org.
Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. And by Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. This is the Hawkeye Postgame Show.
And back courtside at Carver Hawkeye Arena, Rob Brooks, Catherine Reynolds, as Iowa defeats Ashland 104-63. All 14 Hawkeyes on the roster played in this game. Iowa scored 66 points in the paint and shot 56% from the floor, 42 of 75. And that's really the key thing, Catherine, as we get set to take a look at the numbers. Hannah Stalkey, Ava Hayden, Chit-Chat Wright, and Layla Hayes, Emily Rodriguez, all in double figures and really had some good moments. As our post-game stats recap is brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Well, Rob, like you said, an incredibly balanced attack from Iowa tonight, which is great to see, and always great to see all 14 get in the game. Looking at Iowa's stats for the night, shot at 56% from the field on 42 of 75 shooting, 33% from 3 and 8 of 24, and 57% from the free throw line, 12 of 21. So just like we talked about at halftime, definitely an area for improvement there from the free throw line. Hannah Stolke, the leading scorer for Iowa tonight, 23 points on 10 of 16 shooting, She had 9 boards to go along with that. 3 of those were offensive. Also had 4 assists and a steal, so a very nice line from Stolke this evening. Did take 2 threes, didn't bank on either of them, but good to see that she's working that into her arsenal. Second leading scorer was Emily Rodriguez, the transfer from Central Florida. She had 17 points on an efficient 7 of 10 shooting, was a perfect 3 for 3 from the three-point line. Looking at Ashland, struggled a little bit from the field. They were 35% field goal shooting percentage on 23 of 66, 25% from 3, 5 for 20, and 60% from the free throw line, 12 for 20. Leading scorer for them was Corey Vermilia, had 16 points on 6 of 11, and Lexi Howe had 14 on 1 for 4, but got a lot of points from the free throw line, 5 for 7. A couple of things that jump out are Iowa out-rebounding Ashland 58-27, and Iowa having 26 assists to Ashland 6. So it just shows you the style of play. Iowa sharing the basketball, working for higher percentage shots, coming off of assists rather than one-on-one basketball.
No doubt about that. And the Hawkeyes very consistent throughout scoring-wise, 26, 25, 30, and 23. Ashland actually scored first and led for 14 seconds, but then it was all Hawkeyes after that, led for 38 minutes and 54 seconds, led by 44 points at the 131 mark in quarter number 4. Hannah Stolke, of course, leads all scorers and had 10 points at the half, finishing with that team high 23, and maybe more important than that, 10 of 16 from the floor, and you wipe out the 2 3-pointers, it's even better than that. Ava Hayden with that double-double, 14 and 12. Emily Rodriguez off the bench, just instant offense. She was, to me, the most impressive player that came off the bench for the Hawkeyes as you kind of try to figure out what the 8, 9, 10 player rotation will be.
I agree with you. And as you said throughout the course of the game, to have that sort of spark coming off the bench, you know, who knows? It's early. Who knows what that rotation will settle in and look like. But for now, at least, to have someone come in and be instant offense and mix things up, mix up the look that Iowa has, I think is extremely exciting. And furthermore, she didn't look nervous at all doing it, nor did the freshman, in my opinion. So between, Chit Chat Wright and Emily Rodriguez, the 2 transfers, playing a lot of minutes and looking highly confident, and then the 3 freshmen in Addie Deal, Layla Hayes, and Journey Houston, I think you saw 5 individuals that are ready to come here and make an impact right away.
Tegan Mulaney only played a minute and a second, limped off, and hopefully nothing long-term there because she's going to be a big part of this basketball team as well. Postgame show rolls on after Iowa defeats Ashland. Final exhibition of the year, 104-63. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
In football, champions execute flawless strategies. Your company's health plan should too. Aplos offers crystal clear costs, intelligent provider networks, same-day appointments, and embedded pharmacy savings. Help your team thrive. Discover your playbook at aplos.health.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeyes win it 104-63, and we'll tip it off for real on Monday as Southern comes to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Abby Stamp joins me courtside on the postgame show. And Abby, as you look at the box score, just your first thoughts after watching 40 minutes of basketball against somebody else in front of a nice crowd here on a Thursday. Your thoughts?
Well, first things first, Rob. It's good to be back with you. I mean, my goodness, time flies.
Absolutely.
And here we are kicking off another season. But
it does go quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But always, certainly good to see 104 up on that scoreboard. Always love to see that. A lot of positives from tonight, no doubt. Certainly we're going to go in and watch that film. And the big kicker for us, is just defensively disappointed with a little bit of the effort and the ability to contain the drive. Obviously, the one-on-one defense tonight. But overall, it's always a great tune-up. Really good to get those newcomers with 5 of them, get them a chance to get out there, get some of the nerves out. And, that's a pretty happy locker room in there.
Yeah, and to be able to put 5 players in double figures, Ava Hayden had a double-double. Emily Rodriguez really impressed. The way she really looked to score coming in off the bench and looked ready to play. Absolutely, yeah. And Emily can score. There is no doubt. She is a bucket getter. And so, when she gets that ball in her hands, has a little space to work with, she's going to be efficient, like you saw tonight, 7 for 10. She's got, a little stride, a little ways to go on the defensive end, as do a couple of us, like I said, but really excited to have that kind of weapon and versatility, right now coming off the bench, but we'll see what the season brings. She's got a lot of potential. What, Hannah moving to the 4, where has she made strides in her offensive game? Really had some nice moves to the basket and had a stop and pop little 6-footer there that looked nice. Yeah. Hannah did a great job tonight getting really good position, obviously on the block in our fast break. Her moving to the 4 just really makes us really, really hard to guard in that fast break. And I think, you'll probably talk about her at some point, but I got to bring her up before you because Chit Chat Wright, I thought, did an outstanding job. That was next on the list. Of running our fast break and getting us to play really with pace early in the first half of the game as well, too. So with Hannah and Ava being able to run the floor and finish the way that they do, we're going to be really dangerous with those two on the floor at the same time. Yeah, and you're right. Right from the beginning, it was fast break back and forth and really got the ball down for some easy looks, and she looked like she was very comfortable out there. Yeah, she's a great full court passer. She has tremendous vision. I think she had those 4 assists early in the first half, so I'd like to see her have picked up a few more later on. But at the same time, we've been on her quite a bit in practice to look to be more aggressive, look to score a little more. I guess she was waiting until the lights came on because I thought she hunted for some good shots and takes throughout the game. So unfortunate that she kind of went out a little bit early there, but really, really excited about her ability to lead this team the way that we want to be on the offensive end of the floor, especially. And that assist number with 26, thought you really did a good job, especially coming out in the third quarter to get the ball inside, get those paint touches, as we always talk about, a recipe for success. Yeah, definitely. And I think, I know Coach Jensen really challenged the post in the halftime to really get better position on the block. Certainly had size advantage, strength advantage, and were getting themselves pushed off the block just a little too much in the first half. So you saw them come out right away and get that ball right where we needed to and turn and score. And so, we really believe we're going to be really dangerous from the inside out this year, the way that those 2 and 3, when Layla comes in, can score the basketball in the paint. And then shooting from the perimeter, obviously, when you got somebody like Taylor McCabe sitting out there, that really stretches the D. Abby, do you feel like you've got a rotation set at the start of the year? I know sometimes players are still vying for playing time, and that can be difficult. Have you kind of settled in on anything to the start of the season? Yeah, that's a good question. I would say we're working towards it. And it's a challenge. You get 30 days of practice in October. And I'm sure it can change, too. Yeah, it definitely can change. And that's a good thing. That keeps the competitive spirit alive in practice, and that keeps people driving. We work really hard to be a program where every single player matters, no matter how much time they're getting on the floor. Everyone that lines up
on that bench and that's in that locker room with us every day really matters. And so, it's going to be a constant, I think, battle. Certainly at some of those guard positions there. You got Emily, you got Stremlow, you got Eddie Deal off the bench. I thought Callie Levine did some nice things tonight as well. Unfortunately, Tegan Malini, went out early, but she's also been pushing a lot too. So it's great for us that everybody's really wanting to get those minutes on the floor, and that's going to be up to us as coaches, which is a hard job to figure out how to make it all work.
Well, you wait so long to play somebody else. Now it's going to happen often.
Often, yes, definitely. You get 30 days where all you're doing is thinking, we got to fix this, we got to do that, and then all of a sudden we'll go into November and you just don't get much time at all because it's, 2 days opponent, and we have some pretty good opponents on that list there too, coming up fast for us. So, we're looking forward to a nice weekend, a couple more practices, and then it's going to go fast and furious, as you know.
Well, we'll see you in November.
That sounds great, Rob. Looking forward to it.
Got those kids ready for Halloween, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Got to get that done tomorrow.
Cookie Monster and a big old Stanley Cup. I got to make some cookies tonight to send with Cookie Monster tomorrow.
I like that, huh?
Never ends.
Be popular.
Yep. Thanks, Rob.
Abby Stapp on the postgame show. Appreciate her stopping by. Pregame show and postgame show. So double duty plus coaching a game tonight. And, of course, will join us, assistant coach will join us after every single game on the postgame show. Always nice to get their perspective before we head to the locker room. Jan Jensen will be along in a little bit, and also expecting Hannah Stalkey as well after the Hawkeyes 104-63 victory over Ashland. We'll be back with more after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Hawkeye fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Banks Student Living and Kirkwood Hotel. Come home to luxury living at the Banks Student Living, located just minutes from the U of I, with a 24/7 fitness center, resort-style pool, sauna, private study rooms, and so much more. Studio to 4-bedroom floor plans available. It's time to find your future home by visiting thebanksiowa.com or calling 319-249-6575 today.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for nonstop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for nonstop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
104-63, Iowa with an exhibition victory over Ashland University, and expect them to have a really good campaign at the Division II level, ranked number 6 in the country, and coming off a 32-4 season a year ago. And they did make 5 threes, and as Abby Stamp told you, did some good things one-on-one to get to the basket. Time to head to the Iowa locker room as Hannah Stuelke is our player of the game. Played 26 minutes and a second. Was 10 of 16 from the floor. 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. 0 for 2 from 3. Had 9 boards, 3 at the offensive end, along with 23 points, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal. Catherine caught up with the Hawkeyes' second-team All-Big Ten performer from a year ago.
Hannah, after a long summer and fall of just practicing against yourselves and your practice guys, how did it feel to get out there tonight?
Yeah, it felt great. It's exciting to play against some different faces, different players. It was fun.
What about just from an X's and O's? What were you focusing on as an individual and a team tonight, and how do you feel you executed?
Yeah, I think especially for the first game, you just kind of go into it because nobody knows any plays or anything like that, and I think we learned a lot that we need to work on from here, which is really good.
Yeah, what about for you personally, in the offseason, what were your areas of emphasis, and how did you feel that went tonight?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, shooting, finishing. I had some and ones, so that was good. Yeah, I think it went well enough.
Yeah, and as far as you being a senior now, just how has that changed your role in the locker room and on the court, and just the changes that you've experienced over your time here as a Hawkeye?
Yeah, I think stepping into this leadership role has been a lot of fun. Starting to tell people where to go, and because there's only a few of us that know the system so very well, and I think it's been a lot of fun. These girls make it really easy on me. So
yeah, awesome. Well, congrats on win number 1, and we'll see you on Monday.
Thank you.
Hannah Stuelke with 23 points and 9 rebounds from the Hawkeye locker room. It's time for our post-game interview with Jan Jensen, presented by Oaknall, as their mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oaknall is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, downtown Iowa City. Proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oaknall.com to learn more.
Coach Jay, an impressive route with a lot of offense this evening. Just give us your take from your seat on the game.
Well, I think these kind of games, they're always just interesting in the sense you're hoping to get a lot of kids in. You're trying to just get the nerves, kind of shook out, if you will. And they're always different because you should win and you're pretty confident you're going to win. So there's just a little different juice. But the thing they're so good about is like your freshmen and newcomers, especially, they get their nerves out and jitters. But I think overall we saw some really good things. We good to get everybody in. New players got to feel the fan base. You can see that Emily Rodriguez is a scorer. We can also see where our defense needs, to get a lot better. I've been a little concerned with that this whole fall, actually. The summer, you're going 2 days a week. So I felt like that was an area I was a little worried about. Tonight, it was a little glaring. But I think we can shore some things up. At least I hope so.
Oh, definitely. And like you said, you mentioned Emily, but also, Ava Hayden showing, what she was showing glimpses of at the end of last season, her ability to score the basketball, rebound, play hard every time. And, I know you love the way she runs the floor.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. And I thought I'm a little harder on the post when they're, I thought Ava did great. I thought Layla, she's getting some minutes. It's this game we did for the most part what we should have done. I love seeing Ava. She did a great job tonight. I know we're going to face some taller, bigger posts, right? I challenged them at halftime. I thought they were kind of settling for letting their smaller posts push them off 2 feet. And I was just like, that's just not how we do it. We don't let them do that. So I was really, really happy with, Ava did a great job in the second half.
Well, I'm glad you said what your halftime message was, because if you think about what identity you want for this team, it is a lot of new pieces there, but there are also a lot of returners. So what is that for you going into this season?
Yeah, I think that's been the big question. I love all of our pieces. I really do. It's just trying to get them in the right spots at the right time. And every day it can change. But I feel like this particular group, we need to continue to stack actions and stack. What I mean by that is sometimes we're really good if we just work on on-ball defense for like 3 days straight. but then I need to work on gap defense, and then we need to work on zone defense. And then when you come back to the on-ball, it takes us a little time to retain that. But that is a mark of young teams. They take a little bit more energy, and you got to just keep them. I think you're really keeping it simple. So I'm still in the process of what this identity is. I like my pieces with the inside with Ava and Hannah, obviously in the 4 and the 5, with the big post presence with Layla. And I think we got some good pieces on the outside, but we definitely just got to hit a little synergy of what that's going to look like. But the games like this are hard. You can't really get into major rhythms because you're really trying to get people some actions to give me more data.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, makes sense. Great first show, and Coach, we'll see you on Monday.
Thank you. God bless, and go Hawks, and thanks, fan base. You guys are awesome. We're so grateful.
And they'll be here again on Monday night when it all starts for real. Thanks to Catherine and Coach Jensen in the locker room for our postgame interview presented by Oak Knoll. We'll be back with the plays of the game and to wrap things up after Iowa's 104-63 victory over Ashland. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Aplos, and Community Choice Credit Union. Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
Craving something sweet? Step into the flavor of a good old-fashioned bake sale, Quick-Star style. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our premium donuts. Choose from Quick-Star's fluffy Long Johns, rich Persians, classic Bismarcks, or ring donuts. So delicious, just like the ones at your hometown bake sale. Do you remember those fresh, oven-baked cookies your grandma used to make? So good. Well, the Quickery's got them. Our cookies are just like the ones from back in the day. Let's head straight to the bake sale, only at Quick-Star. Treat yourself today.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
The holidays are coming. This year, elevate your dessert table and focus on the family by letting the Eat Shop do the baking. Bourbon pecan, pumpkin, Dutch apple, French silk, key lime, cranberry crumble, cherry. You can't go wrong. Fill your dessert table with gourmet handmade pies and treats that are worth every bite. Pre-order now at theeatshop.com or visit us in Solon, Uptown Marion, or at the University of Iowa campus cafes. Worth every bite.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
After the Hawkeyes' 104-63 victory over Ashland, it's time for our plays of the game. As tonight's precision plays of the game are brought to you by Civco Medical Solutions. Precision matters most when your loved one is undergoing an invasive procedure. For over 40 years, Civco has been a trusted provider for image-guided procedures, counted on to deliver outstanding service and superior quality around the world. Civco Medical Solutions, making image-guided procedures safer. Here are some of tonight's top plays. Right, bounce pass to Stalky. Back to right, cutting toward the basket. Layup good. Off the window with the left hand. A beautiful give and go. Now here's Mullet. Drives down the right side of the lane. Shot blocked by Stremlo. Gets it back from Hayden. Stremlo, top of the key in between the circles. Feeds it in the corner. Rodriguez, three. All net. Hayes gets the rebound. Gets it ahead to McCabe, who just hit that three-pointer. Want to see a lot of threes by Taylor McCabe this year. And here's another one from the left wing. Swishes this one. Right, steal, lob pass down court. Stalky the finish. Off the inbounds play, a three from the right wing. Good by Taylor McCabe. She has three of them. Jan Jensen orchestrating the Iowa offense. Stalky now on the left side. Hayden falls down. Stalky puts it on the floor, goes to the rim, finishes off the window. Calmly went down the right side. Long rebound to Iowa. Deal in the front court. Rodriguez, quick three. Good from the left wing. Looked like she was fouled as well, but boy, that ball wasn't in her hands very long. Wright fires a three off the right side and knocks it down. And off the inbounds play, nice find to Journey Houston, knifing toward the basket, gets her second hoop. Addie Deal the rebound. 2:20 left to go. Then Addie will pull up from three and knock it down straight away. Plenty of threes for the Hawkeyes as they knock down 8 of 24 on the evening. There were no plays under review tonight, but they are brought to you by Athletico Physical Therapy. You don't need a jersey to move with purpose or permission to take your healing seriously. At Athletico, recovery fuels what's possible. Move like you mean it. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. Proud partner of the Hawkeyes. Well, Catherine, one in the books, exhibition-wise. We tee it up for real on Monday, Iowa and Southern, and look forward to a fun year.
Absolutely. Fun to see them get laced up this evening, see some of those new pieces, and then see the new roles that the returners took on. And always good to see Coach Jensen in her stunning outfits on the sideline doing her thing as well.
No doubt about that. So Iowa and Southern, we will greet you on the pregame show at 6 o'clock. The tip at 6:30. Iowa and Southern, the season opener. For tonight, Iowa takes care of Ashland 104-63 with 66 points in the paint. 5 players in double figures. Hannah Stalky leading the way with 23, 14, and 12 boards for Ava Hayden. Thanks so much for listening in tonight. We certainly appreciate it along the Hawkeye Radio Network, also the Varsity Network, and the Iowa Hawkeye YouTube channel. We will talk Monday night, Iowa and Southern. For Catherine Reynolds, I'm Rob Brooks. Good night from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda, to see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Explore Minnesota. Discover the star of the North. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. And by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.